Florida's water activities from April to June. Beware of alligator attacks. Florida is rich in lakes, rivers, swamps, and rich in brackish water resources. There are about 27,000 square kilometers of habitat suitable for alligators to survive. Therefore, there are not only a large number of local alligators, but also many types. In addition to the common American alligators, there are also Nile crocodile, caiman and other species. Almost everyone in Florida knows that any body of water in the Sunshine State, rivers, lakes, and ponds may be homes for alligators, or places where alligators are infested. According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission website, the alligator mating season begins in the courtship period in early April or the mating period in May and June. Most alligators lay their eggs at the end of June or early July, and the hatching period is usually from mid-August to early September. When the temperature rises, their metabolism increases, alligators are active during this period, and they begin to look for food. So during this period, you can often see alligators roaming everywhere: parking lots, swimming pools of residents' homes, or kitchens, golf courses, and even swaggering on the streets. Female alligators lay between 32 and 46 eggs. The female alligator is highly vigilant, in order to protect its eggs, so the alligator at this time is very aggressive. If you inadvertently break into its territory, be careful to act carefully and exit slowly and safely. According to ABC Action News, a Tampa resident, 25-year-old Jeffrey Heim, decided to go to the Myakka River in Venice, Florida on Sunday, May 30th during the 2021 Memorial Holiday to look for shark's tooth. Jeffrey Heim is a marine wildlife advocate who often collects shark teeth. He has many years of experience in underwater diving to collect shark teeth. Jeffrey Heim dived up from the bottom of the river, intending to rest for a few minutes. Within a few seconds of his emergence, an alligator suddenly appeared out of nowhere and bit him on the head and hands. He thought he was hit by a propeller. It happened so fast, Heim recalled during a visit with a reporter from ABC Action News. It felt like a ship traveling 50 miles per hour and had a lot of power. He said he was lucky to be alive. He could have taken me somewhere else, or I could have crashed into a coma. I was actually only a few inches from death. You won't understand the power of wild animals like this until you get to the alligator's mouth, Heim said. Heim soon realized that he had been hit in the head, but it was not a ship that hit him. I looked up and the alligator was right in front of me, about 4 feet in front of me, and the alligator was looking into my eyes, he said. We looked at each other and we were all confused, Heim added. Then he started walking towards me. I just learned from shark handling, if you don't want to become the prey of alligators, you can't move too fast. So I started to leave slowly. Heim came out of the water before the alligator could attack him again. Witnesses nearby called 911, and the helpers rushed to the scene of the accident within a few minutes. Heim now has 34 stitches in his head, a small skull fracture in his head, and a bite on his hand. The doctor told him that the attack had no brain damage, and he said it was a miracle. He needs at least a few weeks to recover. Heim said, I'm very fortunate that it didn't get one of my hands or feet, face, neck, my legs, or any other part of the body. Heim said that the alligator can easily take it. Sever one of his limbs, but his skull is strong enough to resist the alligator's teeth while protecting his brain. I think he hit my perfect spot, he said. If he was put into a coma, his story might have been very different. Even when the alligator almost killed Heim, he blamed himself for the matter. I was in the territory of the alligator, he said. I didn't spend enough time to weigh the risks. Technically, this is the mating season of alligators, so it may have been a female alligator protecting its eggs. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission confirmed that licensed vicious animal hunters will remove alligators. Many alligator catchers say that alligators that have eaten humans are more bloodthirsty, so people have legislated that all alligators that have attacked humans must be executed. The official announcement of the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission. The response of the Alligator Committee to the alligator bite incident is to remove the alligator involved. Wildlife experts have used sound methods to deal with only the alligator involved in threatening public safety and analyze it to ensure responsibility. The alligator is cleared. Wildlife experts estimate that approximately 5 million alligators live in the southeastern United States, of which approximately 1.3 million live in Florida. According to the information provided by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission, in the past 10 years, Florida has suffered an average of 7 unprovoked bites by alligators each year, enough to require professional medical treatment. From 1948 to 2019, Florida had 413 unprovoked bite incidents, 26 of them resulted in death. There is a public alligator hunting program in Florida called the Statewide Alligator Harvest Program. Since 1988, Florida's alligator harvest has been recognized nationally and internationally as a demonstration program for the sustainable use of natural resources. Every year, an alligator management unit is set up to allocate appropriate harvest quotas to provide recreational opportunities for Floridians and non-residents who are at least 18 years old. Each person can receive up to 2 alligators. Applicants who are granted a permit must pay for 2 sites tags and an alligator trapping license, or provide a license that is valid until the end of the alligator harvest season. Mid-August to November each year is the season for hunting wild alligators in the southern states of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. In this season, people can legally hunt wild alligators and even have competitions to see who hunts the biggest alligator. Hunting alligators is not something that anyone can do at will, because alligators are fierce, and it is possible for the hunter to be injured or killed. Therefore, the wildlife and fishery protection departments of all states in the United States have strict laws on alligator hunting, and hunters must obtain a permit to hunt. In addition, in order to ensure that hunting is not excessive, each state issues hunting licenses in limited quantities. In addition to the need for a hunting license to hunt, the authorities have also formulated numerous regulations. For example, bait hooks are not allowed 24 hours before the start of the hunting period. On the day of the end of the hunting period, fishing must be withdrawn before sunset. During the hunting period, it can only be done at sunrise, returning at sunset, and hunting at night is not allowed. Alligator hunters can use bait, fishing line, bow and arrows, firearms, and other weapons and tools, but there are specific regulations. For example, the bait must use chicken or beef, the fishing line must use a pulling force of 136 kilograms or more, and the bow and arrows must have a restraining line attached, and so on. This provision allows hunters to have a basis when hunting alligators, and at the same time ensures that the alligator hunted will not escape, as well as the safety of the hunters. Every year in Florida, 6,000 alligators are hunted and killed to meet market demand. Alligator meat is also a specialty product with a high utilization rate. The state's 34 licensed processing plants provide processed alligator meat through the largest food supply in North America. Cisco Corp sells to 38 states across the United States. In addition to being used for food, crocodile skin is also processed into handbags, purses and souvenirs. In Florida, feeding wild alligators is illegal, because it easily makes alligators lose their vigilance and fear towards humans. According to the official website information, the probability of a Florida resident in normal life, assuming you are not deliberately provoking the alligator being bitten by an alligator, is about 1 in 3.2 million. But there are many examples of alligator attacks in situations like Jeffrey Heim, although Jeffrey Heim strayed into the alligator's territory. Therefore, people who are active near the waters of Florida should always be vigilant to prevent accidents. Those active during the alligator mating season from April to June should be more careful. Thanks for watching. Please support by subscribe it. We have more to come. Have a nice day.